Let's give him an opportunity to once again explain himself. But y'all gotta understand now. And y'all see my post. I'm not taking up for nobody, but I'm gonna keep it real. He doesn't have the education that you know, or can speak as good as like maybe Eric, the con man, or somebody like them. I had that same issue. Mine's lack of education. So people like that, including myself, it's hard sometimes to explain the correct way or even at all about how you generally feel because you just, if you do get it out, it just comes out totally different than, a proper way or something like that. I've had trouble my whole life trying to explain my situation myself without offending people or whatever because they take me wrong and I just don't, come across the correct way. But anyway, y'all be open-minded. If I feel like he's lying, we're going to call him out. We're going to keep our foot on his neck. But if he seems sincere and, he really is there to help, but went around about things the wrong way, he did that. He's going to have to be accountable for what he did. He's got to be. But he's also can be a lot of help to Betty. Now, how that's going to work with that investigation, I don't know. Her being a victim and he being defended, I don't know. How far in investigation are they? Are they close to getting indictments? Are they close to getting warrants? Are they not really working it? Was that for public opinion? I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, we got to wait and see. But, if he's doing nothing but good, why not give him a chance? Well, let's at least listen to him and see what he got to say. All right, let's do it. Come on, Patrick. Let's see what we got to say now.
Hey everybody. They had ample supplies to do so, which I think is really nice of people. It's really nice of the people that come down there because that really shows you that there are people that care. There were about 8 people down there, but I got a message from probably 300, 400 people saying that they was interested in coming down. I understand that some people can't come down there and you live far away, but just knowing that you'll take the time out of your day to send one message to say, listen, I know I'm 16 hours away, but I'd love to be there too. That really means a lot.
Well, nah, see, not to me. That don't mean a lot. That's called somebody capping, putting on front for the gram or however you want to call it, but that ain't being real. That's like your enemy dying and you saying RIP. You don't mean that. So no, somebody 16 hours away. Now what would be meaningful was they get in their car or whatever. Like I live in South Carolina. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to be there. I'm gonna pray for the family, but I mean, I feel like it's the community's responsibility. People at you, and then people, this man here, and there's enough people for to clean that little house up. You know, broken leg or not, he could organize something. And it seemed like I don't know if he's got a lot to do with this, but I'm sure him putting the word out, brought some people. But they got enough people in the community, so you know, y'all that ain't living around there, don't feel like y'all got to put on for the front or something like that. So just keep it real. Um, Tell you praying for him, you wish him the best, and keep it moving. Let's see what he got to say.
So the cleanup down at Betty's, it went good. The house is starting to look really good inside. Um, as I've said, there's been a lot of help down there today. I believe people are coming down there tomorrow also to help with this. There's things that Betty needs, though. I'm not asking for donations. This is not a donation place. This is me telling people what Betty needs.
Oh boy, here you go. This ain't a donation, but I'm gonna word it different. She needs this and this, so well, y'all please donate it. That's basically what he's saying. Well, I tell you, why he just don't keep it real? And honestly, why he don't have Betty get on there and or Larry and ask for it? Cause they ain't taking it for nobody. Why is he sitting there trying to use his face that is stank right now and get a following or get some help? That see, this shows his intelligence right now. That shows his level of of his intellectual depth of being able to think and make the best decisions, especially during tough times like now. They have just basically, and I'm gonna say they because he's part of it too. Whether him being dumb and letting that man come in and do what he do, you know what, he's responsible too. I mean, you might just be dumb and that's your fault, but guess what? You had your hand in. If you ride with a man that robs a liquor store and you didn't know he was gonna rob it, but he robs it, I hate to tell you, you're going to jail with him. You dumb for being with him. So that ain't no excuse, man. What you ought to do, Eric, Patrick, what you ought to do is give updates, whatever you can, but they're not going to be much, and y'all here, and just like I've been saying, the state's not going to give no information up, and it's coming out, but, or ask for prayers or something like that. You sitting there trying to connect with the people to get them to send things is the wrong way to do it. I'm just letting you know, Patrick. If you see this, man, put somebody else. And I ain't talking about no Bert neither. We don't like Bert, man. Bert is just he wants to say too much about, oh, it's gonna have to be done the right way, or he ain't gonna be part of it. That's the same crap Eric said, man. You know what I mean? Have somebody to keep their mouth shut, tell the people what it is and what it's gonna be, and that's it. All this trying to sell dreams as hard as they can, man, we see through that, man. But Patrick, I'm telling you, man, I would get somebody else to promote, the needs of the Whittakers. Larry and Betty is who they want to hear from right now. So if it's possible, get them on the mic, get them in front of the camera, and tell them to ask. And I'm pretty sure y'all see a difference. Y'all see things coming in. But anyway, let's see what else they got to say.
I'm curious. So everybody knows about BJ, and at some point this morning, she had made a post that she would like people to send money to her Cash App. Don't do that. I mean, that's just don't do that.
Okay. All right, Patrick. So let me ask you this. Regardless of how people feel and what they say about BJ, for you to get on here and say don't send her no money, that's what we've been saying about you and Eric. That's what we've been saying about them before it came out that what happened. We saw through this. You got no room. I don't know, BJ. I wouldn't see him send her a loaf of bread, nor would I promote any such. But I'm gonna tell you this: you, Eric, ain't got no room to sit there and tell anybody to send anything, not to send anything to anybody. You just don't. You lost that, bro. You lost that. So again, back up off the trying to save face, and now you're the great Samaritan, and you're protecting them when you just you got to suck it up and admit and take account of it. You 50% cause of this. You just didn't come at it in a premeditation, premeditary deceitful, harmful way in any way. You got bamboozled because of the amount of money that man allowed you to see in flashing. You got blinded. You got blinded, bruh. So take accountability. Stay away from certain things, and that's promote for money or telling who could get donation, who can't, because you are not in the position or got you just ain't got the right. You lost that. You ain't got the right to say that. Period. You ain't got the right to act like you Mr. Protector. You don't have that right now, man. Get them folks back together, and then you could try to save face. You got something to stand on. Right now, you ain't got nothing to stand on, bro. So fall back from that.
Yes, because BJ put in there that she was trying to help get Betty a lawyer. I can promise you, if you send money to BJ, it's not going for a lawyer.
Well, you know what? I could promise you, like I told everybody, that if y'all send money, if people send money to y'all, it ain't going to the Whittakers, and they ain't get good. They're not gonna get no house. And guess what happened? Same exact thing. So guess what? Again, regardless, we already know this. What you saying about her? A fool would send her something and expect her to use the voice he's saying. A fool, just like fools, was fooled by you and Eric. The worst part, you was fooled right along with him. That's gotta hurt worse than anything, boy. But anyway, again, don't be throwing rocks at a glass house now. Y'all hear him out and see what else he got to say.
That's on Betty's land that's right there next to her porch. That was not donated. That was me going to Beckley, and I purchased that to put on her property. Because
Alright, my thing is, I'm asking you this though. People want to know. Alright, it wasn't donated, fine. Well, the donation money, did you use donation money to buy it? Because it's hard for me to believe that you had to ask Eric to loan you money out of the Whittakers part for you to get sheetrock when you got money to buy buildings. And then y'all buy the building. Why in the world y'all didn't? Why y'all ain't make? Man, why y'all didn't put a bathroom in there, man? I mean, all that money y'all making. Well, I understand Eric took the money, but why couldn't y'all just put one of them mobile trailers, or y'all could have did anything and had people come out, septic people come out and pump out the waste like above ground sewage or something, man. Y'all could have did so much. But all y'all want to do, going bowling and eating pizza and going to Bluegrass Festival, all that should have took a back seat to y'all making content of fixing their houses up where people could see where the money's going. People could really believe y'all doing stuff that's good that they need, not things that is fun and they maybe want to or whatever, which they didn't really care anyway, honestly. But y'all really fumbled this thing, man. Y'all could have went in there and fixed them folks' house up and show people where the money going, and at the end, hell, y'all could have remodeled their house, man. Fuck, I mean, they ain't building a new house. Why y'all just remodel their house or tear their house down, build one on the side of it? A lot of things, but I understand the Amish thing was nothing but a play for Eric because he put on Facebook. Him and Timmy went out around to the Amish and all this, but guess what? Never once. He spent all the time with them. Never once did he get on live or anything or make a video of him talking about them building any house. Don't you think that would have came up? Don't you think that, as much as he loved views, don't you think he would have done that? He would have. That's how I know for a fact they did not agree to build no house. What y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let's listen to some more of this.
I think that that's feasible. Uh, Betty has not been contacted by the state. Just to let everybody know, the state.
Didn't I tell everybody that everybody talking about, oh, they're doing fine, they're all together and all this. Didn't I tell y'all that all that's cap? Nobody knows nothing. They will not give no information at all until after their investigation, which is going to take 30 or 45 days, is over, and they could rule out who they could talk to and who they can't talk to, especially under abuse allegations. They don't know who the abuser are just because they said BJ. It could be everybody in the family but BJ. Y'all understand? They see everything, every situation, and then some. They have seen. They seen people like Eric before. I promise you that Eric is trying to get him, and they investigating him too. So you best believe the state ain't dumb. They ain't dumb by far, and they got a lot of resources. So he's verifying it. My thing is, he said, if I'm not mistaken, in the past that they are fine and this, that, and the third. Well, if they ain't contacted Betty, surely you ain't trying to say they contacted you. So why did you lie, Patrick? Why did you lie? Tell us that.
It hasn't contacted her. They've not. It's been nothing. So that's an issue too. Um, also wanted to help people understand that there is a platform out there that's saying that Betty's nephew Jason, um, that he owns my house. So let's address that. At one point in time, Jason did live in that house, and that was way before I bought it. And that house is in my name. Um, the proof is out there. Everybody can see it. You will see it.
Patrick, let me ask you something, bro. You start on the right track, then you start getting off. Why even waste your energy on what somebody thinks or who somebody believes owns your house or what you own, what you don't? Why care? I mean, if you got a problem with it, just report their channel. That's it. That'll hit them harder than anything. Why give them folks? That's what they want. They want you to speak on it. Now they got validation that they got to you. Why in the world we even speak on some lame stuff like that? That's just lame, bro. I mean, who cares? You should just do like I say, report their channel, or maybe send some trolls out there to troll their page, make a joke out of it, and keep it moving. Because in the end, the the whole thing about SO being there, we already knew that because Jason said it on Soft White Underbelly. So the person said that they way behind. Secondly is, even if he is, and he lived there before, whatever, or he did, I don't care, but you give him a place to stay now, like, listen here, man, um, some people probably, been in some situations that aren't really what people are saying they are. I don't know. Maybe he was in a situation like that and you know about it, and the community knows that, he ain't no predator. He just got trapped off with, I don't know, somebody 17 and he was 20 and they lie. I don't know, something that's not as devious or, sickening as what we think about. But regardless, that's one thing that you shouldn't even give no fuel to the fire, man. Now you're keeping it going. one more day. So they gonna come back and say something now. They probably gonna make a reaction video, but man, so my advice to you, Patrick, don't give energy to the stuff that don't matter. Keep talking about the Whittakers, man. The update them like you just did before. That's what people want to hear. Give them that, and give them the truth like you did. I already knew that y'all didn't hear nothing, cause I know how they work. I've been in the state system. But anyway, keep your eyes on the prize, man, and good luck to you. Let's hear what he got to say, y'all.
And so Betty has not been able to see her family.
I know, Patrick. We already know that, but y'all don't give out the narrative that y'all know what's going on before. But we'll touch on that later. But tell us some more stuff we already know.
Um, this all happened September the 8th, I think, September the 6th or 8th, that they come and they picked everybody up. And I think it's very unfair to Betty that she has been there. Um, she has been there that long, and something like this happens. Everybody knows about the Whittakers and where they're at, and everybody knows that the Whittakers have always had, they've always been left alone, and nobody's ever.
Alright, and we all know that. Anybody in the common sense know that. Just like everybody knows the woman on the corner of every neighborhood, bad neighborhood, has a big mama that beat the hell out of all the kids. She never goes to jail. It's because everybody respects her and loves her and knows that her beating the hell out of the kids with switches and belts and all is to keep them hard-headed youngins in line that go to be murderers or something. So they leave her alone because it's for a good cause. But then you got this hater or conniver that wants to come and tear everything down because they are jealous of the community loves Big Mama so much that they want to destroy her and everything in it. Same thing happened here. Eric couldn't stand the Whittakers that was getting all the attention, and they didn't care less about him on these channels and their lives. Like when we watched it, we want to see. We'd rather see them by themselves. But y'all want to get in there, that's what y'all want to do. But we could care less about y'all being in any other footage, and I care less about even talking to y'all or whatever. It's the Whittakers that we really liked. And Eric, being a narcissist, he couldn't take that. He really, if you see how Eric talked to Timmy when he had the spinner, and he was acting like he would hit it with a glass, he got mad. He got mad at that boy and was like, all right now, I don't have to get on you and all this. He treating that grown man like he gonna punish him like his son. And then I picked up on the live that y'all put out. He was like, I could promise you that that man Patrick loves him just as much as me. And we all know that you love Timmy more than anybody outside of Betty and them. And Eric has no match for what you and Timmy have, and it's killing him. So he wanted to get you out the way, and he took it out on Timmy because he couldn't do nothing with you other than hurt you like this. That's how he hurt you, and he just got Timmy took away. He is expecting to use some of that money to get a good lawyer and get Timmy out, and he get custody of him because he got proof, so-called, of all the good stuff that he's done. However, there's a lot of stuff out there bad. He's under 2 investigations. One for daddy talk, abandoning his daughter, and there's more people out there that see his conniving ways than people that really like him and think he's doing good. So he's not gonna get it. But his plan is get that boy and get that man and have a cash cow until I guess he dies or whatever. But so that's what it's all about, man. He put pressure on the state to make this happen. He told everybody. He went out 3 times, hounding them 3 times, with all kind of proof that. And I agree. Honestly, I agree that whether it was good intent or not, God stepped in and got them out of that nastiness. And I, you know, I don't believe they're healthy. And God's going to get them in a better place. And they're going to be back where God wants them at, for one. For two, even if they got to go through the storm to get better, they'll probably save their life. Eric didn't do it the right way. But God is going to take bad and turn it good. Watch what I say. We're going to end this now. We're going to end this right now with that. But y'all, everybody out there, let me know what y'all think in the comments. For y'all that haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so y'all could be notified when I drop. Because I'm going to do a live here soon. About some other topics, my family history and all. It'll be good. Y'all enjoy it. And y'all just keep them betting them in your prayers. Even BJ, man, God could help everybody. Y'all keep everybody, even keep Eric and Patrick, and ask God to heal their hearts, and you know, and let His will be done, and convict the ones that need to be convicted. God knows how to spank too, believe that. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me know what y'all think. Put the prayers up, hands for the Whittakers, and the police cars for Eric and Patrick. Patrick, you gotta be held accountable, buddy. You do. So y'all put those in the comment, and y'all have a good rest of Saturday night, and I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. This is Truth, and we out.